Okay, so we're looking at the substitution method. So to find those solutions, so just like I did in the last video, when two equations equal one another, okay, we want to find that solution. So we want to find the coordinate of where the lines meet. There are different methods. So yesterday you looked at the graphical method where you just graph your two lines and see. This is called the substitution method. Okay, so the whole point, I'll do a little diagram over here. If it lets me. Oh. Okay, so we've got a graph, we've got two lines happening at the same time. Okay, and we're trying to find, so to solve, we're finding where do they meet. Okay, where do they meet? So using the substitution method, okay, our first step is label your equations. Okay, so like for this first one, this is going to be our first equation and that's our second equation. So we've just labelled them. The second one, for the substitution method, what you want is for one of the equations, okay, must have a variable as the subject. Okay, so what that means is that one of these equations, so here I've got 1 and 2, okay, one of them need to have a variable, so x or y, as the subject, so on its own, on one side of the equal sign by itself. So out of these two equations, 1 and 2, we can see that this number 1 has the x here on its own. Okay, so that means we can use the substitution method, which we will be doing. And so 3, you will sub your first equation into the second equation. Okay, we're the substitution method means we're substituting. So what that means is, let's use green. So x equals 4 minus 2y. So we're going to rewrite number 2, but instead of x, okay, let's do a little square. Instead of x, we're going to put what x equals, which is actually 4 minus 2y. Okay, so we're doing number 3, so we're substituting 1 into 2. So we're going to rewrite the second one. So we've got 5x. Now we don't want x. What do we want? 4 minus 2y. Okay. And then we write the rest of the question, the equation 2. So minus 2y equals 32. Okay, now what we're trying to do is solve for y. We're trying to find what does y equal. So we need to expand our brackets here. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times negative 2y is negative 10y. Minus 2y equals 32. Okay, topic 2, which you hopefully had a look at in the holidays, will help you with this, but we'll be doing lots of it in this topic, so don't worry. So we've got, we can simplify negative 10y minus 2y. Okay, so 20, negative 10 minus 2, we've got minus 12y equals 32. Okay, we're going to get rid of this 20 because we want to get the y by itself, so we're going to minus 20 on both sides. We're going to have negative 12y equals 12. Okay, so to find y, we want to divide by negative 12 on both sides. So therefore, y equals, okay, that cancels out. 12 divided by negative 12 is negative 1. Okay, now that we've done that, we've got y, so our final solution, we want to come up with a set of coordinates. That's our aim, is to find coordinates. And we know that it's going to be our y coordinate is minus 1, but we've got to find x. So what we're going to do is substitute what we just found. So we just found y equals negative 1. We're going to substitute that into our first equation, which is so x equals 4 minus 2y. Okay, now instead of y, we're going to have -1. So instead of y here, we're going to put a -1 there. So x equals 4 minus 2 times -1. Okay, 4 minus 2 times -1 is +2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so therefore x equals 6. So the solution here, okay, is 6 minus 1. That's the solution to these simultaneous equations. If we were to plot them, they will cross over when x is 6 and y is -1. Okay, I'm going to do one more example in the